Have you ever stopped to really look at a staircase? In most homes, it's just a utility, a way to get from point A to point B. No dla nas, dla masterov. It's a canvas. It's a massive three-dimensional geometry that connects the energy of two floors. Today, I want to take you on a journey. We're going to turn this cold, plain structure into a living, breathing sculpture of monolithic marble. We're starting with a clean slate, a simple white base. But remember, the secret of a masterpiece isn't just in the final polish, it's buried deep in the preparation. First, we lay the foundation. This isn't just any paint. This is a high-grip quartz primer, heavily loaded with marble filler. Think of it as the skin that will hold our art. It creates a specific tooth or texture that the Venetian plaster will bite into. In this game, every single inch matters, especially here on these tight sweeping curves of the staircase. We're using a roller to ensure a perfectly even coat, wrapping the material around every corner. This is where the durability is born. No rushing, no shortcuts, just pure calculated control, because you can't build a palace on a weak foundation. Now let the magic begin. A lot of people look at marble and see random spots or messy lines, but they're wrong. Marble is a story frozen in time. It's the result of millions of years of geological pressure. And our job? Our job is to recreate that history in just a few days. After letting the primer dry for a full 12 hours, and yes, you need that full time for the bond to set, I take my Venetian plaster. I tint it carefully with black pigment to achieve that perfect, misty light gray base. I'm using a wide, professional 12-inch trowel. This is my main tool. I apply the first layer across the entire surface, covering the white primer completely. This is our ground. It's the silence before the music starts. For the second layer, the artistry kicks in. I take a small amount of the plaster and tint it much darker, a deep, stormy charcoal. Now watch my hands. I mix the light gray and the dark gray colors right on the blade of my trowel. I don't blend them perfectly. I want them to fight each other. I start drawing wide, flowing marble veins, following the natural rhythm of the stairs. This is where the feel comes in. By adjusting the pressure of my wrist, I control exactly how much material stays on the surface. More pressure, you get transparency and light tones. Less pressure, you get those deep, rich, dramatic veins. It's like we're fusing the material directly into the structure. On these spiral curves, it's not just work anymore. It's a dance between the steel of the trowel and the soul of the stone. But we're not done with the details yet. I pick up a fine detail brush to bleed in the smaller veins. This is the most critical part for creating that deep dive look. We're not just drawing lines on top, we're creating layers of depth. See how that dark pigment sits against the gray? It looks sharp now, but wait. Later, these veins will sink under the final layers. They'll look like they're miles deep inside the stone. That's the 3D effect people pay thousands of dollars for. But between us, it's just about having the patience to do the work that others skip. Now for the heavy lifting. We take our light gray Venetian plaster again, and we overpull the entire surface for the third layer. Think of this as a veil. We're covering our work, but not hiding it. Angle and pressure are everything here. We're layering up, partially blurring those hand-drawn veins to give them that authentic, buried-in-stone look. It's the difference between a painting and a piece of nature. And now, the transformation. Right now, it looks matte. It looks flat. It looks like, well, just plaster. But just watch. First, while the material is still slightly green or wet, I go over it with a clean stainless steel trowel. No more material, just the blade. Using gentle, sweeping strokes and light pressure, I begin to burnish it. You can almost hear the stone starting to sing. Then we bring out the heavy hitters. This is the mechanical stage. I use an angle sander with precise speed control. We don't want to burn the material, we want to wake it up. We start at 1000 grit and patiently work our way up to an extreme 4000. Look closely. With every single pass, the surface wakes up. What was dusty and dull is turning into a mirror. You can see the studio lights reflecting off the steps now. This is the mirror shine. This is the moment where the amateur stops and the professional keeps going. It becomes so smooth, so glassy, you won't be able to stop yourself from touching it. The final touch, the crowning glory, is waxing. We use a specialized wax designed specifically for Venetian plaster. It doesn't just protect the surface from footprints or spills, it changes the optics. The wax makes the blacks deeper, like ink, and it makes the whites pop with a clinical purity. We rub it in by hand, feeling every curve of the staircase we've built. And then the final buff with a soft, natural sheepskin pad. Look at this result. We took basic raw materials and turned them into a luxury monolithic masterpiece. This is the heart of what I do. Luxury for pennies. This staircase looks like it was carved from a single massive block of Carrara marble, brought straight from an Italian quarry. But it wasn't. It was made right here, with a trowel, a brush, and a lot of heart. It's the art of Venetian plaster. If you appreciate the craft and the journey we took today, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of high-end finishes. It's the best way to support what we do. Thanks for walking these steps with me. I'll see you on the next one.